as well as gentlemen, Papa Boris here with a continuation of my Mage run. I apologize that my last video ended up being longer than promised. I was just having so much fun, I wanted to keep playing, so let's go ahead and keep on playing. You might recall, in the previous video, I should have like a little voiceover at the beginning of all my videos. Previously on Papa Boris Plays Mage Knight Arena. Mage Knight Arena, what? Previously on Papa Boris Plays Mage Hearthstone Arena. I am invincible! Mind control. No, not mind control. Yeah, that was a mind control and a mind vision. Just lots of minding from that priest, wrecking me all day. Alright, we're up against a warrior. Can't really complain. Bloodshed the warrior. Well, that's a pretty good warrior name, I've gotta say. Alright, well, let's, so keeping both of these gives me flexibility. If I need the 3 damage, I'll play the Grizzly. If the board is just empty, I'll play the Ghoul. And then the Water Elemental is a great turn 4 play. Yeah, let's keep that hand. The only reason I would mulligan is to fish for removal. I'm not really afraid of what a warrior plays early on. I'm more afraid of the Fiery War Axe, which does kill both of these creatures rather tragically. You know, there's very little you can do. Very few starts end up turning profitable against a Fiery War Axe. Pretty much the only ones are ones that involve an Ooze. But the Mana Addict is a creature I hate, so if he does have a Fiery War Axe, I'll be really happy if he kills this and one other creature with it. That is card disadvantage, sure, but I would put a little bit of damage on his face, and this is a pretty bad creature. I'd much rather lose this to the War Axe than, say, a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Ironically enough, the Mana Addict is best played by rogues, who can do the Miracle Rogue thing. I lost a really frustrating game against that once. My coin looks like he doesn't have the Fiery War Axe, that's good news. Emperor Cobra, that's a good play. So he can kill this and something else. Well, I think that behooves me then. To, if I could play a spell, actually, that would have made this Mana Addict worthwhile. Sadly, I have no spells. Let's go ahead and do the Grizzly then. So here's where keeping my cards paid off. Now this Grizzly, I'm fine with trading against the Cobra. 3-drop for 3-drop, 3-drop rare for 3-drop common. Best thing you could do here is top deck a Fiery War Axe, kill my Grizzly, kill my Mana Addict. Then I would say I'm really far behind. That's the thing about warriors. You're probably going to see a Fiery War Axe or 2 in the draft. And if you play it early in the game, it's just so freaking good. It hurts. Alright, so we got the Flesh-Eating Ghoul starting to get big already. Alright, so I have 2 options here. I could play the Water Elemental, that's the greedy option. If I do that, basically I'm hoping I can trade the Water Elemental for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. But then the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will also kill the Mana Addict. Alright, what we're going to do is play more conservatively. Let's Frostbolt this thing. This does mean I can't play any of my other cards, but I'm willing to take a little bit slow in exchange for not losing my creatures. Warriors have weapons, so keeping your creatures around is a good thing, TM. Next turn, he's probably going to play something that can kill my Mana Addict, so I'm probably going to play the Bogus Warden to protect it. That's probably what's going to happen. Something wacky might happen. I might get a spell or something and pump this up and trade or whatever, but probably... Whoa! He really skipped a beat there. Yikes, that hurts. He really lost a lot of tempo there on turn 4. He had nothing to do except hero up. This is why Mana Curve is important to keep an eye on. Chances are... I mean, he could be unlucky, but it's possible also that he just didn't pay enough attention to Mana Curve during his drafting and ended up with a bunch of 5-mana cards. So probably we're going to see something come down now, so probably we're going to play the Bogus Warden next and use hero ability. Probably. Let's see what he's got. This map doesn't have a lot of stuff to do. There's nothing to break or anything. I don't think you can break. You can't even break anything. You can close the gate, but then you can open it. It's not that great. Inner Rage. Alright, so he spent a durability of his weapon and a card to kill my Water Elemental. I'm pretty happy about that. I could freeze him. That seems a little bit silly. So yeah, I think this is the time actually to play the Warden. This must be maddening for my opponent, because the Arcanite Reaper is just terrible against the Warden. I mean, sure, you can damage it and maybe pick it off with an Execute or something, but all in all, there's better things you can be doing with your Arcanite Reaper. So my poor warrior friend here has not been getting good luck. And I have removal for something he might play. Unlike against that fucking priest, I can actually freeze it, have it be frozen, and kill it the following turn, giving me some extra flexibility for what to do. This card is being terrible, as usual, But next turn I can drop the Golem, which is pretty resilient, and this thing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. Well, let's think about this. I could actually Frostbolt and just leave it alone. I could also Frostbolt, the Mana Addict gets pumped up and kill it now. I kind of want to leave it alone, though, because that gives him a turn where his creatures are expensive, and there's no way he has of killing it. Yeah, that seems like a really good play. We're going to Frostbolt, but we're not going to kill it. We're going to leave it in Frozen Agony here. We're going to swing past. It is a shame that I can't play the Archmage this turn. That would have been amazing. But as it is, what we will do is pick one of these 3-drops and Hero Ability. So what's the best one? I think the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, because next turn... Well, let's see. Next turn, this is going to be back down to a 1-3. I don't have any spells, so there's actually not a guarantee that I'll be able to kill this. I could do 1 damage, Hero Ability 1 damage, and actually I might be in trouble. So it's kind of important that I put down something that deals 2 damage. So I think either this or this. So what are the odds that the Mind Control tech would be useful at some point later in the game? It's possible. It is possible. Let's go ahead and do the Harvest Golem. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just hedge my bets. Yeah, let's just actually Hero Ability. Not the God. Mage Ability is so good! I mean, Rogues or Druids, they'd never just pop this thing to deal damage, you know? So anyway, now I'm totally fine. So I can play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul on my next turn, perhaps. And trade the Harvest Golem in here. Get this built up. That's a pretty good card. He must have drawn that recently, or else, of course, he would have played it earlier in the game. Alright, this actually needs to get taken care of Esperanto. See if I get anything good. Alright, at least a snapshot. I was really hoping for a spell. So, what's the best way to handle this situation? It's actually a little bit tricky. I could trade the Harvest Golem in for this, but then this guy's starting to get pretty big. I think it's the best I can do, though. So what we're going to do is play this, start getting my own big creature. We'll play the Snapjaw. Let's trade that in, like so. Let's see, we're definitely going to swing past. I'm actually just going to go ahead and... I don't have enough mana. Right. Okay. I was thinking of dealing damage to this, but I realized it wouldn't actually make that much of a difference. And also I had no mana, so there was also that. It's actually possible with 8 mana that my opponent would put down 3 creatures. If he plays like a Swarm creature or something, like an Imp Master and something else, then on my turn I could Mind Control tech. This taunt is just gold money, cash dollars. So if you've been like not playing the Mogushan Warden because you're thinking like, oh, it's just a brick wall, it just stands in the way, it doesn't do anything. This has done so much for me this game by stopping my opponent from Arcanite Reapering my creatures and whatnot. Oh, only 3 creatures on the table, how sad. He should have played this though before playing that guy in case he had drawn something good. Alright, this turn I'm going to be killing that thing, of course. I'll just have to figure out the best way to do that. Frostbolt is the best way to do that. I see, I could actually play Archmage. Frostbolt would then kill that thing, which would allow me to kill this thing with only 2 damage, but I would then have, let's see, this is 8 mana. Yeah, I wouldn't have enough mana to Hero Ability. Ah, but this guy would get bumped up! Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Okay. Archmage! Frostbolt! Ownage. And, yeah, we're actually just gonna go ahead and kill this thing. Seems fine. Do that. Get this guy even bigger. Out of control. Out of control. Alright, well, he's dead next turn in a number of ways. Even the Archmage plus Hero Ability. Oh my god. That deserves a well played. That's pretty epic. Alright, he's still dead, even with Armor Ability. 4, 6, 7 damage. Puts him under the table. He's actually got card advantage, somehow. I don't know how he has card advantage. I feel like I've been doing pretty well. But he's got 6 cards on the screen to my 3. How did I fall so far behind on card advantage? Wait a minute. This is going to be like a puzzle here. What happened? He never drew cards. I did 2 for 1 of them, I guess, a little bit. But I had the Harvest Golem and everything? What is going on? Jesus! Alright, this is getting a little bit dire. Now, I have a lot of life, so I can try to race him down, basically. Alright, let's go ahead and swing past. Do this. Now, what I'm going to do is actually hold my cards. So basically, my hope is that he will actually put enough creatures on the board that I can steal one, and then I can freeze all the rest, and then I can attack past him next turn for the win if he doesn't play a taunt. That is the plan. Now, a greedier plan would have been, or more aggressive plan would have been to play Frost Nova this turn, freeze his creature, stop him from trading, and then try to kill him off next turn with the Snapjaw. But my instinct is that if he kills this, he'll get enough creatures onto the board that I can actually steal one. and then I'll be fine. Alright, there's the Rocketeer. He's doing it. What? He could have just used the big game Hunter, which is a 4-2 instead of a 5-2. That was just a stone cold mistake. Whoops. Alright. Do whatever you want, man. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Oh my god, there's 3 creatures. Okay, I have enough life that I'm going to hold out for him to play a 4th creature. Seems totally fine. Warlord. Okay, well, actually, this changes plans a little bit. Alright, what we're going to do is play this guy down. Going to do that. And we're going to cross Nova.
Job's done.
So now he's almost certainly going to play another creature. I can steal one. And if he armors up, he goes up to 5 health. Frostwolf Warlord plus hero ability kills him. So he's got to play a Taunter. And of course, I will have a chance of stealing that Taunter, 1 and 4. And winning the game anyway. So let's see what he can do. I am invincible is still here. So I could destroy the Taunter potentially. So he spent 2 mana to draw a card. That's a desperation move. It means he did not have an answer in his hand. Obviously, commanding shout when your minions are frozen doesn't do anything for you. By the way, this is why Frost Nova is really, really good. Equip the 2 to that. Does not save him. Fantastic. It doesn't save him. This doesn't have taunts. He's dying. Ah, I see. Going out in style. I applaud that, sir. I applaud that. Alright, Mr. Bloodshed goes out in a torrent of bloodshed. Epic Frost Nova for the win. And we put another notch in our belt. That actually makes it sound like I'm having sex with the people I play Hearthstone with. We put another scratch in our table. Shoot, now I'm just thinking that everything is sexual innuendo. We win another game. There we go. There we go. That's good. I've been doing pretty well in the arenas lately. I have like a roughly, like a little more than 50% success rate. It was down from 70% where it used to be, but still about half of my arenas I make it to 7 wins, which is pretty good. I'm not quite as rich as I look though. 900 of this gold is the refund from the beta wipe, so I really only am up to 600, which is actually a little bit less than what you get just for doing the basic achievements. So I've actually lost a little bit of money if you look at it in a strict sense. Okay. This is actually fine. I'm going to keep this whole hand. Loot Hoarder, I play it. She kills it, I draw a card. Harvest Golem, I play it. War Elemental, I play it. Frostwolf Warlord. These are all very resilient creatures, so it's quite likely that the Frostwolf Warlord is going to stick around, and or is going to have creatures on the board sticking around to be buffing him and making him huge. Bits had him up against a Mage, and the Loot Hoarder's just going to die, but such is life. If I draw another 3-drop, I might actually coin out the Harvest Golem and that drop, so that I can actually just avoid this senseless Loot Hoarder death. Stampeding Coda, oh my god, this buff on the Sorcerer's Apprentice is really frustrating. It means the Stampeding Coda doesn't kill it. Bah. Let's play the Loot Hoarder. So at least she has to spend 2/3 of her mana killing me and drawing me a card. Probably. She might have like an Arcane Missile or something. Nope, alright, so she's gonna whack card. Good, this is a good card. Smack. Fair enough. So this is a pretty good play right here. Harvest Golem trades very nicely with that. Really the only good answer she could have is a taunt to avoid this trade. And she's going to swing over top of me. That's exactly the correct play. If you know your opponent's going to make a trade, don't make it for them. Ah, Water Elemental. I see what you... Oh my god, it also has 3 power. Ah, can't quite kill things. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a Water Elemental. Pass the turn. So this is a neck-and-neck game here. I'd say neither of us really has an advantage. She's got a little bit of a life advantage. I've got a little bit of a board advantage. Neither is all that sizable. My only advantage, perhaps, is that I have good plays coming up. I can play the Skurubashi Berserker, which is really great. I'm very Flame Strike resistant. If she plays a good 2... Ah, oh my god, that's perfect. That's perfect. Alright, let's change plans. It's Kodo time. I could Frostbolt that as well, but it's not as good as Kodo time. Ba-boink. I'm actually going to do this. So I'm going to freeze this character and freeze my own, but the fact that my own is frozen is irrelevant, because it just unfreezes. If this does mean that I will now die to Flame Strike, but I actually want to start saving my life. Against a Mage, you have to really guard your life preciously, because, you know, they might have drafted 2 random Pyroblast, or a Pyroblast and 2 Fireballs or something, and just burn you out. I didn't see any life gain in this draft, so it would be nice to try to keep myself, you know, as high life total as I can.
What to do?
That's a pretty strong card. She's got really good cards here. Ugh. So, this is unfortunate. I could kill the Water Elemental. I could actually Frostbolt this. I think I'm actually going to do that. Doesn't seem all that great. Do I really want to do that? Let's think. I mean, I'm letting this thing hit me for 5 damage or kill one of my creatures. Yeah, oh, this is Frost Nova. Oh, I have a Frostbolt. There it is. So I have a coin. So yeah, what I'm going to do is this. And then I'll
I don't
do
have enough mana.
this. He's a 6/6. He survives Frost Nova with a little bit to spare. That means I am kind of 2-for-1ing myself. I'm going to have to throw one of my creatures in. But the Kodo already killed something. And the Frost Water Elemental, I believe, helped kill something. So that's fine. We're okay with how things went down, I think. Yeah, this helped freeze a thing. Yeah, so anyway, everything did its job. Uh-oh, that's a bit scary. Blizzard. Oh no, that's a really good card right there. Oh my god. Ah, fuck Blizzard. It's a rare card. I didn't have any because it's rare. Ugh. Am I really just gonna spend 2 Frostbolts killing this thing? More different play would be a Frost Nova. Nah, you know what? Let's just not play any games. Let's go ahead and put down something that survives Flame Strike. That's the turn. So yeah, I'm just guarding my life total here. I'm trying to get control on the board, lay out my big threats, and keep my life total as high as it can be. That buzzing sound you hear is my phone. Do not worry. Are you fucking kidding me? Another Blizzard? What an asshole who drafted 2 Blizzards. Oh my god. Fuck, that's really bad. Well, we need to draw a card, see if we can get some removal. Cone of Cold would be good here. Yep, right. We are in desperation mode. We are freezing his shit. So if he has a Flame Strike, well, I'm just throwing in the towel. He has Flame Strike, he has Flame Strike. But I mean, hopefully someone who's got 2 Blizzards didn't also get, like I did, 3 Flame Strikes. Alright. Oh man, I need Boris. I am Invincible Man. Otherwise this is gonna get bad in a hurry. Actually I could pop the Divine Shield. Yeah, Guru should be able to take it out as well. That's fine, I suppose. Nope, no luck. Let's see, I don't have any spells to use this on. So what I think I'm gonna do is how much does it matter if I pump this guy? If I have this, I have 7 mana left. You can like do this and this. He becomes 5 something or other. 5, 4, which is at least a little bit better than this guy, I suppose. This Novice Engineer is not super useful. Alright, well, I think we have to do this. Let's pump this. I'll pop that. Actually play the slightly bigger creature. Just the extra durability. Alright, so everything still dies to Flame Strike except for this dude. So I might as well just trade things off. This guy's going to keep getting bigger. This guy will kind of keep getting bigger. Yeah, let's trade that there. Let's trade that there. And I guess I'm actually going to just throw this away. So that next turn my hero ability can finish that thing off. And it's probably going to die to Flame Strike anyway. Alright. So, my opponent still has card advantage. 5 against 4 now. But considering that she played 2 Blizzards, I don't mind that too much. Alright, she's trading off. Oh, come on, Boris! I need you, buddy! I need you, buddy! Come on! Oh, darn it. Well, that sucks. I guess we're just gonna drop random crap on the board. Don't see any reason to run my guy in there. I don't have enough mana. That's alright. This is bad. I'm getting hit for 10 damage, and so if she has a Pyroblast, she wins. My opponent just kind of had me on the back foot all game, and it's those Blizzards, man. If she just played random creatures, I would have been okay, but the Blizzards, all in a row like that, with spell power no less, really hit me pretty hard. Alright, looks like she doesn't have the Pyroblast. She's just gonna kill my Water Elemental. Play another Taunter. Oh man, I could really use Boris. 1 in 14 chance? Come on. Can't be that unlikely. Ooh, that's greedy. That is very greedy. Alright, let's see here. I can actually kill that with my stuff. Ha ha ha. Alright, I could hold out for Boris, but there's no need to do that. Let's get the benefits while we can get them. Let's do this. So now this dies to Flame Strike, and this also dies to Flame Strike, but this will also die to Flame Strike after hero ability. So let's not put the Mana Addict down, because that will also just die to Flame Strike. I feel like I just have to expose myself to Flame Strike, because I just am behind, and I need to guard my life total against the Mage. I mean, if she has a Fireball and a Pyroblast, she can just send those at my head and win, so you have to be really careful. Looks like she does not have Flame Strike, or else she would not have done that. Is it a Cone of Cold coming in? I actually have like 3 Flame Strikes in here, so I've got my outs.
Okay.
Just my problem is my life total is too small. Interesting, so she worked that guy down. Okay, Cone of Cold is not worth using here. Let's just do that and that. So basically at the moment, everything is still dying to Flame Strike. Do I want to play this Mana Addict? No, I'm going to hold out. I need to expose myself to Flame Strike, but not entirely. So basically, hero ability on this plus Flame Strike will kill both my guys.
Get behind.
Okay, that is something I'm okay with. Interesting choice. So she's hero abilitying me instead of my guy, so it's just she might be trying to burn me out. Alright, we're going to have to go for it. Let's put this down. Let's trade a rune.
I'm invincible.
You are not very invincible. Smack, and smack. So I have card advantage, but my life is very perilous, given that I'm up against a mage. However, I'm about to start hitting her kind of hard. 6 a turn is not to be ignored. Uh-oh, that suggests she's got something. Why would you... good time. Alright, so these guys are going to trade now. Okay. Mind Control Tech is not going to be useful anytime soon, so let's trade up. Play this. Yeah, we're gonna play this. Hopefully no Flame Strike is incoming. I need to put a little bit of pressure on the board. I've got my own Flame Strikes coming up later. Uh-oh, she really feels like she can burn me out, it seems. Alright, nothing. What does she have that she wouldn't play anything? Alright, well I'm not gonna overextend anymore. Let's just do this. I mean, I'm winning the race at the moment. She's still a couple turns away from killing me with Pyroblast. If she plays stuff, I can Cone of Cold and buy myself some time unless it has stealth. So like a Ravenholt Assassin would be the perfect card for her. Alright, good thing I didn't play the bear.
Drink with me.
Panda. Alright. Frostbolt. I think it's actually worth using on this Panda. This establishes a little bit of an edge. So I am a couple cards behind, but I do have Cone of Cold to buy me time. This is a real neck-and-neck game. I'll be very proud if I win this game, because that means I survived 2 blizzards. And, was there a polymorph in there? I can't remember. Ah, yes, the Lord of the Arena. That's right. It was in there, wasn't it? Oh, boy. The problem is that to kill this thing, I'm going to have to two for one. I have to use the Grizzly Bear and the Cone of Cold. Boris has already been spent. I think it's worth doing, though. Well, is it worth doing? Should I just sit and wait? I don't particularly want him to hit this guy. So yeah, we're going to actually do it. That could be a mistake, but I am, a few cards behind. But I feel like it was better than letting him kill my creatures. Like, if I let him kill a creature with his creature, I essentially go down a card anyway, so it's not like it saves me anything. I'm just going to have to top deck my stuff. Arcane Intellect, that's really good in this scenario. It's an extra card. That's another extra card. I don't believe I can hang on and win on Fatigue, so this is just all really bad for me right here. I have no card draw in this deck. Alright, that was a pretty egalitarian Mad Bomber. Can't complain too much. Right, my wall is really holding me steady here. I think I actually have to use this. It puts a body on the board and it lets me kill stuff. So we're gonna hero ability that, and it doesn't really matter who I hit. Actually, I could just gamble and hit neither. Yeah, let's gamble. She has to run both of her guys in. I'm in good shape. She has a fireball. I'm screwed no matter what. So might as well just go for the gold, go for the glory here. Alright, Twilight Drake, definitely not the scariest thing in the world at the moment. Silence. So what happens? Oh, I lose my attack buff and taunt. That's actually really bad. Oh my god, she has a polymorph. That's not good. That's really bad. I am not close enough. I don't have any pyroblasts in here. Okay. Admittedly, that card's pretty good. Which, to be fair, I do have 3 of them, and I think the other 2 are in here, so it's not like it was that extraordinary that I would draw a Flame Strike by this point. Alright, do I have any other... I think I still have a polymorph in here. Secret, alright. That could be... Actually, I really don't care about secrets that much. Ice Armor would actually put her ahead, but I don't mind. Alright, there's a Flame Strike. Is it a Vaporize? Ah, it's Vaporize. It's actually a playable secret. Well, I feel like the Flame Strike really helped me catch up there. Now, the problem is I don't have any Fireballs and I don't have any Pyroblasts. So if she has one in her deck, she's pretty much guaranteed to draw it and kill me. Kazdingo. Yes. Well, let's think very carefully here. Let's see what I did first. Stoneman Champion. This is tricky. So, if I play this, she can attack into me for 3 damage, 4 damage. What would kill me at that point? If she has Fireball, she gets to win anyway, I think. Well, if she has Fireball... Let's say I were to Flame Strike and Hero Ability finish this off, and she has Fireball. She Fireballs thing, next turn I die anyway. So basically I have to do this. I just have to. Now, I'm gonna do this right now in case I need to spend the mana to do something different next turn. So this does telegraph that I have Flame Strike. But I don't care. At this point, mind games don't matter. I mean, either she has the win or she doesn't. Alright, she can't play Pyroblast. Fireball would win her the game. Oh my god, I think she has Fireball. Oh my god. Oh my god, she doesn't have the Fireball. Whew. Oh, wow, that was a nail biter. Down to 4 health against the Mage is a pretty scary place to be. Alright, that's GG. So, yeah. We're gonna just Flame Strike. Roman Champion, just being a big body wins me the game. Well played, that was a really good game. Down to 1 card, down to 2 cards. It was not gonna go to fatigue though. One way or the other, my opponent was gonna kill me or I was gonna kill her. Hakon, the Mage. That's a good mage name. Dang, that's a really good... Hakon, the Mage. Alright, that was a good game. I'm excited, I'm pumped. What am I up to, 4 wins? Alright, I feel like I'm up to 7 wins or something. That game was so long. Alright, let's see who we're up against next. This deck is really strong. Of course, you know, when you have 3 Flame Strikes and a Polymorph and some Frostbolts, you're going to be feeling pretty good about your deck. Definitely some questionable cards in here. The Mana Addict was an unfortunate pick. And just some bad commons. The distribution of the cards could have been a little bit better. But, you know, I can't complain. This is a solid deck. Let's see who my worthy opponent is going to be. A Warlock. Alright, so I'll need to guard my life a little bit carefully against a Warlock. It's not quite as scary, though, as against a Mage, I don't think. Let's ditch the Flame Strike. Well, you know what? Warlocks are probably going to rush me. You know what? I'm going to do something crazy. Let's keep 1 Frostbolt for killing 1 creature. Let's actually keep the Flame Strike just to know that I have it against the Warlord. So, like, if he plays Blood Imps or whatever, I can kill him. There is a risk that I will draw more Flame Strikes and they'll be dead cards. But I'm okay with that, because these are just such strong answers. I'm okay with having a slower start. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is playing Flesh Eating Ghoul. No reason to coin it out, because yeah, there's nothing to do next turn if I coin it out this turn, so let's Hero Ability, work my opponent down a little bit. So next turn we could probably coin out the Water Elemental, maybe Dark Iron Dwarf after that, or Flesh Eating Ghoul, kind of depending. Okay. So, yeah, this seems fine. I could, of course, Frostbolt this thing, but let's get some creatures on the board. He got off to a pretty slow start, not doing anything until turn 3, so I don't mind losing a little bit of damage. And he can't activate Wind Fury against my thing because it will kill him. So best he can do is deal 3 damage, probably. And that'll be it. Alright, Swinging Pass. Anything to do with 2 mana? Succubus. Alright, that does change my plans a little bit. So it's too far away for Flame Strike, although Flame Strike would be amazing here. I think I need to kill this Succubus and the Worgen. So even though it means I'm not doing anything good, I'm going to play the Mana Addict, because I have mana left over. I'm going to Frostbolt one of those, and I'm going to kill the other. By the way, I don't like Succubus. I think this is a bad card. I mean, in general, you might be like, oh, you know, those YOLO cards are so cool, but I think the Succubus is just a bad one, because if you're discarding a card, and what you're getting is a creature that only has 3 health, lots of stuff kills creatures with 3 health. Lots. So you're basically putting down a creature, losing a card, and it's super easy for that creature to then die. He's killing my Mana Addict. That is some crazy respect for the Mana Addict. Wow. I would have killed the 5/3 myself. Alright, Stampeding Kodo doesn't quite do the Twilight Drake any justice. Dark Iron Dwarf doesn't quite do the Twilight Drake any justice, although it will if after I Hero Ability next turn. That seems fine. Let's just do that. So this freezing ability is really cool here. If it didn't freeze, I wouldn't have done that play, because then of course you could just 2-for-1 me. But now, next turn, I can pop-a-doodle-doo, and there's really nothing you can do about it, except for play a healing creature, you know. But other than that, this is a bit of a desperation play. Suggests he doesn't have anything good, because this thing will just die. He also just played those in the opposite order, as my opponent himself just noticed. So, tricky situation here. I could play the Stampeding Kodo and get both of these creatures to die. If I hero ability the Twilight Drake, can't do that. I could also do this. That doesn't seem quite right either, though. Stampeding Kodo achieves the same effect. So, it's interesting. So if I do this, Stampeding Kodo, I'm actually fine with him then trading in. I'd much rather do that than risk him having removal and having this questing adventurer get out of control. Although, I could play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. That actually seems like the right play. Okay, we're going to play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Going to finish off the Twilight Drake. And then we're going to finish off his Taunted. So now the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will actually most likely trade with the Questing Adventurer. And I'll be fine, like that. Although if he plays 3 spells this turn, I suppose I could be in trouble. He could like play 3 spells, kill this, and then I'm in trouble. Maybe I should have killed the Adventurer while I had the chance. We'll see. We'll see if I have to pay for that play. I felt like putting these big creatures on the board was worth it, so as not to leave the Twilight Drake around. Alright, he's drawing a card that's good. That means he didn't have enough to do with 7 mana to make any good plays. So that's really encouraging to see. Demon Fire, alright, pretty solid. So this becomes a 3/3. Do you have another card? Alright, he's going to trade voluntarily. Apparently he did not have anything good. Fair enough. Well, the most obvious play here is this guy. He's big. Makes Flame Strike even better now that that's likely to be relevant. And then these guys can stick around. I'd love for him to play a Blood Imp so I can kill it with the Stampeding Kodo. There is no greater feeling than that. Because I hate the Stampeding Kodo so much. Emperor Cobra. Ah, good play, sir. Except it's time for... Alright, do I want to run into this thing? I do. Because it now dies to Flame Strike. And to my other creatures. So we'll see what he decides to do. If he has Mortal Coil, he might run into me and then Mortal Coil my Archmage off, but if he just plays more creatures, hiding behind the Fen Creeper, then the Flame Strike will finish him off.
Drink with me, friend.
I could actually have also played the Black Knight to kill that Fen Creeper, but I really wanted to kill the Cobra so that my Archmage could stay alive. Alright, if he plays the Fen Creeper back, then I will go ahead and Black Knight it. Corehound, whoa! Poor guy. Uh-oh, he's about to be really unhappy. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Thank you, Spell Power. Do you want to put this down? Actually, I don't. I really don't want to put that down. Because that means that when I use Flame Strike, I'll damage all my own stuff, and that actually could be relevant later on. It also dies to Hellfire, which I don't really want. Alright, I have massive card advantage against a Warlock, which is really good. Anytime you can say that phrase, you know you're doing pretty well. Alright, so Frostbolt is actually really timely here, so we're just going to freeze this thing. Kill half of its health. We're going to play... Do I want to put this down to make this guy bigger? Yeah, actually I do. Do I want to play around Twisting Nether? No. I'm not going to choose to play around that. I still have the advantage, even if he has the Twisting Nether. Because I can put big guys back on the board, and his own thing will die too. Alright, the Fen Creeper comes back. Oh god. He's about to be really mad. Flame Strike now kills everything, because Spell Power deals a damage, this guy deals another damage, and then he loses. I don't even, oh man, it's so sad. He had 2 Dodgers on the board, and it was actually not the correct play to play I am invincible, which is really sad. That was a well-played game by Kare-sama. Kare-sama, the Warlock. Let's go ahead and see if we can get up to a 6th win. How many losses do I have? Just 1 loss? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. If we can win the next game, then we've got the coveted 6-1 spot, where we have a little bit of leeway to get up to 7. It's always fun. Yeah, 3 Flame Strikes and 3 Frostbolts, or I think those are about the numbers. It's pretty good. Pretty good foundation for any Mage deck, and then that Legendary is just icing on the cake. The thing is, though, one thing I should mention, for those of you who watch a lot of my videos, I don't post all the arenas I play. And it's not to give a false sense of my skill, I'll be honest and say that I'm a pretty good but not like the greatest player ever. I just, the main reason I made this channel was because I wanted there to be good Hearthstone videos on YouTube, and I was really sad by the fact that there, like, weren't any. except for by force, and he is a general gaming channel, so he doesn't have that much Hearthstone content. So I don't want to play videos of me like making mistakes and sucking because I want my videos to be up to the standards that I have for my channel. Why did I start talking about all that? I have no idea why I started talking about all that. Yeah, anyway, we're just going to ignore that happened and keep on moving. Cough, 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 whatever. I was going to make some point about being at 5 wins and then getting up to 6 wins. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're on to the game! Let's see what my mage opponent has to say for herself. Close the gates! You know, oh my god, if you're on this map and you play the Lord of the Arena, then what you really should do is when you play him and he says, "The gates are open," you should then open the gates. I'm probably the only person in the world who finds that amusing. Alright, anyway, we got this mana addict here. My opponent doesn't know that the only spell I have is Cone of Cold, which I don't really want to use just to pump this up to kill his mana worm. Coin, that's a good combo with mana worm. So if he plays another spell, he can actually, yep! That was a really well played bunch of stuff there. Tragically, Hero Blade doesn't quite kill it. Fuck, he's gonna get a 2-for-1 against me. There's nothing I can do about it. My opponent just opened this game up with a 2-for-1 and also drew cards with Arcane Intellect. So this mana worm, man, maybe I should give this thing some more respect. It's been really good for my opponents in a few cases. Jesus, this is off to a bad start. This is off to a really... Oh no, now this is at 3 health. It doesn't die to the Flesh-Eating Ghoul anymore. Jesus. Christ. Is it worth Cone of Colding? Yeah, let's actually Cone of Cold. The reason I did that is it actually saves me 4 damage compared to just putting down a creature to using hero ability. And hero ability, I didn't have enough mana left over to play a creature after that. So I felt like it was worth it. Oh my god, this is the worst thing he could have possibly played against me, because if I play the Harvest Golem, he activates Wind Fury. If I play the Flesh-Eating Golem, it just dies, and if I play this guy, he still activates Wind Fury. Oh my fucking hell. Yeah, this will... Oh, Jesus. Alright, what we have to do is do this. And actually, the correct play, I believe, is this, because it will trade with either one of his creatures if he doesn't have any removal. But he could just swing over top of me, get me down to 17 health, and being at 17 on turn 5 against a mage was really sad. God, this mana worm! It was so good! I can't believe how good it was. I wish I'd been going second this game. He wouldn't have had the coin, so he wouldn't have been able to do those shenanigans. Oh, I see. Alright, he's gonna be cute about it. Alright, is he gonna kill me, or is he just gonna... He's gonna go straight for me. Wow, he's got a Pyroblaster. Something. This is a bit distressing. More than a little bit, actually. It's quite distressing, because I have no way to stop this from hitting me for 4 damage. Next turn, I'm in Pyroblast range. Oh, Jesus! Ice Lance is...
Wanna blow something up?
Ice Lance! Ice Lance is like the worst card ever, but it was really good right there. It's GG. I have no taunt, nothing to stop this guy, so that's 8 damage, 11 damage. Yep. Wow. Well, that was a bit of a Wrecking Ball powerhouse. It's always so embarrassing when you play the person who's the same class you are and they just crush you. And it wasn't even anything special. He crushed me with, like, Mana Worm, Ice Lance, Raging Worgen, just, like, regular run-of-the-mill cards. Jesus Christ, that was an abomination of a game. Okay, well, let's see if we can get up to 6 wins. Still have a shot at getting up to the 7. 5 wins is nice. I believe the minimum gold you can get is 30, but I've gotten as much as like 95 before 5 wins, which is, you know, pretty respectable, especially considering you didn't do that well. Well, I shouldn't say that. To get up to 5 wins, you've got to be in the top quartile of Hearthstone players, which is pretty impressive, but still. Oh my god, I'm up against Trump! Holy shit. Trump, it's an honor. I should, like, log on to the stream after this and say hi. Let's see. I'm actually fine with all this stuff. Trump, I've played Crip before, and he crushed me. Trump does lose games, so it's possible that he will lose against me, but I am a little bit intimidated because he's a very strong player. I would say, in all honesty, Trump's a stronger player than I am, mainly, in part because, you know, he plays so much more. He streams every day, so he's just got a lot more experience than I do. Alright, he's got the new Defias Ringleader. So I can play the Loot Hoarder. The problem with that is he can just dagger it and keep on trucking, so I think it's important for me to preserve my life against a rogue. Kill that one, and then on the next turn play the Grizzly Bear. He'd need to have some kind of removal in his hand to avoid losing the Defias Ringleader to my Grizzly. Alright, he's putting out a dagger, so he's not putting on any more pressure at the moment. Alright, Trump is holding on to the dagger, which suggests that he has a poison dagger, or a deadly weapon. I can never remember the name of that spell, but that's fine, I have to run into it. It's just no getting around it. Well, I would be really happy to see him do that. I'd be really happy to see him do that. Because it means I'm not losing any more life. Raging Worgen, good play right there. Can't actually play the Questing Adventurer, can't play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and I can't play the Loot Hoarder. Ugh. Oh, man, that's actually a very awkward situation for me. Even the Gurubashi Berserker next turn is not good for me. God damn it, apparently I just lose to these Raging Worgens. Fuck. Alright, what we're gonna do is play this anyway.
Mind if I roll knee?
And hit him. This is really, really bad. I am not getting lucky against Mr. Trump. So he can turn on Wind Fury and smack me, but then I can finish off with the hero ability next turn. That's basically the plan. Looks like he's not getting greedy. He's just going to kill my Loot Hoarder with the dagger, give me a card. Frost Nova could save me a little bit. Twilight Drake's pretty good. I'm still a few turns away from Flame Strike, which is a little bit worrying. So Wild Pyromancer, I could play it and Frost Nova. How good would that really be? I mean, it would then die to the dagger, and this thing would have its Wind Fury turned on. I don't think that's right. So, let's think. If I play the Gurubashi Berserker, it's really bad here, because these two guys can kill it, and it kills neither one of them. This guy's Wind Fury would turn on. Granted, I could then kill it next turn with the hero thing. I could also pop my Frost Nova here. So I could, like, play Questing Adventurer, pop Frost Nova. I think it's actually the best thing I can do.
Give me a quest.
Because it beefs him up a little bit. He hasn't been playing removal against me earlier, so it suggests he doesn't have any. Like, he clearly would have used Deadly Poison or Backstab if he'd had it earlier against my bear. So if he doesn't top deck his removal, it's possible that I can let this guy grow a little bit and actually take something out. Ah, good play. So he's going to get to kill my Questing Adventurer while it's vulnerable, using the little Charger dude. And use the dagger against me. Flame Strike. Well, I am tragically one minute short of being able to play Flame Strike. I'm just going to throw this guy into the Meat Grinder. The hope is that he attacks my Gurubashi with some of his creatures so I can preserve some of my life. And that way I can comfortably Flame Strike next turn and kill at least these two creatures and possibly more of them. At 6 mana, he could play something big that survives Flame Strike, but that is life. So cards-wise, I've got 6 on the screen to his 8, 9 if you count the dagger, so he's definitely ahead. Oh man, I'm fighting for my arena survival against Trump. That is distressing for sure. But this game's not over yet. I could still draw out of it, especially because Flame Strike's going to help me out here. Alright, he's going to turn on Wind Fury. And actually just going to trade the Worgen. That's very smart, because what he's doing is protecting himself against Flame Strike. So I'm guessing his draw's not very good. He's playing quite conservatively here. Not taking any risks. You can see the signature hallmarks of a strong player there. Not opening himself up to Flame Strike, knowing it's coming up on the next turn. Let's see what he's going to do. River Crocolisk. And a Warden. Alright, that survives Flame Strike, so it's a reasonable play. And now he's starting to use his dagger against me. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do here is kill his Warden. And this squares off against the Twilight Drake. He'd have to hit me with his dagger in order to kill me. And one thing I've noticed about Trump's play, he does seem to go a little bit overboard hitting things with daggers when he's rogue. He actually is a little bit reckless with his life. If there's one weakness he has as a player, that is it. So we'll see if I can take that to my advantage here. Is he going to swing with the dagger? He is. Alright. Now this guy does survive Flame Strike, so that is unfortunate, but now the Twilight Drake and the other thing do die. Oh, I'm 1 mana short! Ugh, that's terrible. Alright, so one thing I could do is I could do a fake out here. I could pretend like I don't have Flame Strike. And the way that I would do that is use Frostbolt against one of these creatures. That would suggest that I don't have any Flame Strikes at all, and so that might get him to feel a little bit cocky. So what I'm going to do is play the Wild Pyromancer. So I'm going to use this and hero ability. So yeah, we're going to do... So I guess I should draw a card first then, just in case. Oh no, no, I don't want to do that because then the Novice Engineer will get damaged. Right. So I will Frostbolt this. Drop this down to 5. Then I will hero ability to finish off the Twilight Drake. And then finally I will draw a card. So the risk of this plan is I'm getting hit for 6 damage. But the upside is I'm making Trump, who's a very strong player and would read these kinds of signals, think that I don't have any flame strikes when in fact I have 2. So I might get him to overextend a little bit.
For the king!
Alright, he is overextending a little bit, but I don't have any spell power, so I can only finish off one of these creatures. Okay, I can finish off one of them, and then the other one lives. So he's trying to burn me out here. Alright, I have all the flame strikes now, so let's go ahead and play this. Kill the bigger thing. That's right. Now the risky thing, unfortunately, is that he can now start to dagger me to death. I'm very low on life, but then again, so is he, because he's been daggering my creatures quite a lot. So, if I draw my Mogushan Warden or like another Taunter, I don't have that many in this deck, I could be saved. Alright, he's gonna dagger up. And swing at me, of course. Right, now I don't want to use the hero ability against this guy. Cone of Cold. Okay, Cone of Cold. Here's how you do it. You have to be very careful about the order of things. First you play your Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Then you do the damage on the Cult Master. That way when you Cone of Cold, the Cult Master dies and doesn't draw a card. And I will overextend a little bit with Mana Addict. So now I can play a Flame Strike and the Mana Addict gets buffed. And if any creature dies to Flame Strike, the Flesh-Eating Ghoul gets buffed, so I might... It's unlikely, but not impossible that I could kill him next turn. Let's see, if he plays, like, say, 3 creatures, this becomes a 7-3... This becomes a 3-3, that's 10. Okay, I really can't kill him. Oh, I did not want that hitting me in the face. That actually could cost me the game. Oh, he's just a couple turns away from killing me. Like, even sooner if he has an Eviscerate. It's going to be close. It's going to be down to the wire. He's pointing something at me, but seems to be unsure whether it's a good idea or not. Ah, he wants to silence it. Fair enough. Play another creature that dies to Flame Strike. Play another creature that dies to Flame Strike. See, I signaled earlier that I didn't have Flame Strike, so it wouldn't be unreasonable for him to think that if I played one, it was only because I top-decked it. Right, so he just only needs to deal 3 damage to kill me. A Humble Sinister Strike will do the job. Can I finish my opponent off here? I can Flame Strike. This is silenced. Shit, it's silenced! Oh, that silence was really epic. I can only deal 3. This can become a 5-3, so I can deal 5. Plus 2 is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Not enough. Alright, we're going to Flame Strike. Now let's think this through one more time. If I Frostbolt this, he'll go down to 10, and I will deal 7 damage. The silence is allowing him to win the game. Alright, so what we're going to do is hit him. If he'd need a deadly weapon, deadly dagger, deadly poison, whatever, Eviscerate would do it, Sinister Strike would do it, Assassin's Blade would not do it, actually. Alright, that's encouraging. It suggests that he doesn't have the kill. He's got something that can target one of my minions, but he didn't think it was a good idea. He's currently dead on the board, because Frostbolt is 3, 6, 8 damage. His next card either needs to kill me or deal with one of my creatures.
So many options.
Assassinate! Ah! Alright, that's a smart play. Oh my god, did he just buy himself another turn? I think he bought himself another turn. Because, shit, I can deal... You know, I should have used this Frostbolt last time. Fuck. So if I Frostbolt, he goes down to 4... 5, 6... No, 3, 4, 5... 6 damage is how much I can deal, and this thing is silenced. Oh my god, that's terrible. Alright, what we're gonna do is... Well, let's think. Yeah, we're gonna Frostbolt this thing to death. This, and this. So again, he's in the same situation. Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, will do it. Assassin's Blade will now also kill me. Any charger creature will kill me. If I played Frostbolt the previous turn, I would have saved myself a damage from the dagger, and I would have dealt 2 extra damage to him because my Mana Addict would have been pumped. Oh my! Oh no, it's not enraged. It's not enraged. I don't lose. Oh my god, I don't lose. Oh my god.
Well played.
Alright, I beat Trump. Alright, hang on a minute, folks. I have to go to Trump's stream and say hi. So I apologize. I don't think you actually see this because, I have it set in my stream to only show Hearthstone. I'm sorry, but I have to take a little break here to go say hi to Trump. And let's actually see if on my streaming software, can I actually open up Chrome? Is that possible? Can I like change this on the fly? Doesn't actually seem to be working. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, you know what? All right, whatever. We'll have to send Trump a message some other time. It's taking too long for the internet to load. Oh yeah, let's actually put Hearthstone back on, shall we? There we go. Technology, yay! Okay. Well, that is definitely the highlight of my arena career. Beating Trump when he was a rogue. A nerfed rogue, but a rogue nonetheless. And I'm sure he was streaming that game right now. So that was really great. And anyone who watched this video has proof that I did not stream snipe the great Trump. I was all here all the time. Right up against Eric Robot the Shaman. Very important to pick my mulligans carefully here because this is for the arena here. I think I want to keep these removal spells. They're really good. Let's pass this guy back, but this guy, I want to have him around on turn 6 in case my opponent plays a taunt. He will almost assuredly have played a taunt by then. Alright, so now I've got a turn 2 play, assuming my opponent plays something, and turn 4 play after that. Alright, I have a turn 3 play now. That's great. I don't really mind dropping a Naked Questing Adventure, especially because I have the coin. Although, that is kind of an incentive to keep him around. I can play, coin, get him all big. Okay. So Frostbolt, perfect against that. Saving myself some damage. I would rather save myself damage than draw a card. I already have plenty of cards. So that Frostbolt nerf, or buff is really good. I would have had to use the coin pre-patch days. Don't mess with Tusker. Okay, so right now I don't actually want to play the Questing Adventure. Cone of Cold doesn't seem that great. I'll wait for him to play something else. So my main options are I could kill this thing with Hero Ability, coin out the Novice Engineer. I could coin out the Water Elemental. That seems really good, actually. I'm going to coin out the Water Elemental. It's pretty much an amazing answer to what he just played. He can take on both of these dudes and still have 3 life to spare. So as Shaman's not that good at killing this. Pretty much the only thing Shamans have that could kill this is a Hex. And I don't think you want to spend Hex on a 4-mana Water Elemental. So it's sad that I used the coin. My Questing Adventure is not as good now, but that's fine. I've got things to do. I can probably Cone of Cold next turn. Or play Novice Engineer and Hero Ability. Either one is fine. So I got like Novice Engineer, draw a card, Hero Ability, kill this little boar. That seems like a perfectly good use of my time. So yeah, in my game against Trump, had I Frost bolted him in the face that one turn, I would have won a turn sooner, and I think that would have been that was the correct play in retrospect, because it gave Trump one less turn to draw an out. Alright, here comes the totem. Oh, it's a taunt. That is really good for him. Damn it. Ugh, that's terrible. Alright, what's the best way to handle the situation? I think the best way... I don't have enough mana to Cone of Cold and Hero Ability. That's really sad. So... I could Cone of Cold this totem. Hero Ability... Okay, but I don't have enough damage. I don't have enough mana for Hero Ability. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do then is draw a card.
I hope you like my invention.
God, the Taunt Totem, really? We're going to do this. Even though it draws him a card, it's the more damaging of the 2 creatures I could kill with my Hero Ability. All told, I'm only losing 3 life, so it's not like the end of the world right here. And next turn I can Cone of Cold and Hero Ability, which is nice. If you also drop something crazy like an Earth Elemental, which is the epic 7/8 with Taunt that has like Overload Gajillion, I can polymorph it. So I've got answers to all his questions. Pretty much the only thing I don't have is a Flame Strike. That's the only thing I don't have that I'd like to have, but there's 3 out of my 21 cards are Flame Strikes, so a 7th. I've got pretty good odds in the next couple of turns at some point I will get one. I could also Questing Adventure of Frost Nova, get him up to 3/3, hope my opponent has no Lightning Bolts or Rockbiter weapons, and try to see if I can live the dream. Well, it all kind of depends on what he plays here for 5 mana. Eric Robot. The gates are closed. Oh my god, I need Flame Strike.
Ready, sir.
Oh my god, I really need Flame Strike. I need Flame Strike real bad. Okay, this is actually a lot of damage, so what I'm going to do... Well, let's see, what am I actually killing this turn? I can Hero Ability, kill that. Water Elemental, kill that. Actually, I could use Cone of Cold. It's a little bit... Yeah, let's use Cold. Let's save the Frost Nova and use Cone of Cold instead. We're going to do this. And then... this. And then this. And then that. So I survive against Forked Lightning. This guy's frozen, can't do anything. I can then kill him with the Water Elemental, which is fine because the Water Elemental killed the Razorkin Hunter. So it's great. I'm giving myself more time to draw Flame Strikes, and next turn, well, hopefully he'll play The Gates Are Open, and I can kill it with the Black Knight. Sunwalker would also be a 6-mana taunt creature he might play. He might play a Fen Creeper. Lots of taunt creatures that he could play here. The Black Knight would just be perfect for. Azure Drake, ay, not what I was hoping for, to be totally honest with you, because, can't quite kill it, actually. Where is Flame Strike? Where is Flame Strike? I need you. Let's see. So is this the turn for Questing Adventurer Frost Nova? It'd be nice to get him up to a 4/4 so he survives lightning bolts and rockbiter weapons. But if I let this live, spell power is just so terrifying in the hands of a shaman, and I can't quite kill it. I guess I could use this and hero ability to finish it off, leave a 4/3 on the board. Oh man, mana's kind of precious though. Alright, let's go big or go home. We're gonna do this. Do the trade there. Leave the spell power around. Put a big guy on the board and a little guy. So give him a choice of targets for the Azure Drake to kill. And then Flame Strike's gotta be coming up pretty soon. If it doesn't come up, Frost Nova buys me time to draw it. And Frost Nova and Polymorph pump up my Mana Addict, which might allow him to actually trade against the Azure Drake if my opponent's not careful. Probably the correct play for him is to kill my Mana Addict right here while he's got the chance. That would be my suggestion. Actually, my suggestion would be to play a Taunter so that I can kill it. That would be my suggestion. This guy does trade with the Azure Drake, which is nice, although probably not likely to be relevant by the time it comes up. Fire Elemental. Oh my god, I need Flame Strike really badly now. This is getting to be a bit scary. The odds of not drawing a Flame Strike in 11 draws, when you have 3 of them, are really, really small. It's got to be coming up at some point, but apparently not yet. Alright, well, let's actually go ahead and do this now. Questing Adventure, Frost Nova, save myself 10 damage. I was like a heal 10, which is pretty good. We're going to deal damage to this thing, so that the Snapjaw can kill it next turn. Don't want to be greedy for the 2 damage. You know what? Fuck it, let's just kill it right now. I don't want to take any chances. Alright. Flame Strikes are 1 in 6 cards now. He hasn't played a Taunter. It's quite sad. Now the nice thing is if he does play a Taunter, I can play this, kill it, this guy becomes a 4/4 hero ability, smack it into the Fire Elemental, save myself. But if he keeps playing Fire Elementals, I'm just going to be screwed. This happens to be a lot against Shamans, where they play Fire Elemental, then more Fire Elemental. Okay, good. So Flesh Eating Ghoul is not the worst thing. Earth Shock. Ah, Silence. That's really good. Shit. All things considered, there are more scary things that my opponent could have done with his turn, but that was one of the scarier ones. Healing is irrelevant. That's great. That is a little bit relevant. But if that had been a Taunter Totem, that would have been terrible. Alright, I need Flame Strike here. Where is Flame Strike? Jesus Christ! Alright, let's think. Do I kill this little thing, or do I just trade for it? I could do this. This plus hero ability. Oh, no, no, no! Let's actually play this guy, see what I get first.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
That is the worst possible thing that could have possibly happened. Okay. What we need to do is this, then this, then that, and then pass the turn. So I am getting smacked once for 6 damage, which is a shame. I cannot believe I took the... See, if this had been like the Fire Elemental, even the Taunter, or even the Flesh Eating Ghoul, really any of them other than this thing, it would have been fine, but instead, the thing just sucked. Oh my god, that's a disaster. I might have to end up using Polymorph on this Fire Elemental, or 2-for-1ing into it, which I can't because of the Taunter totem. Okay, I really need to get Flame Strike. This is getting critical. Man, if I had just drawn Flame Strike this game, Am I really gonna lose in the arena because in 15 draws I didn't draw any of my flame strikes? Is that really what's gonna happen? I think that's what's gonna happen. So he's got this Taunter Totem, which was 1 in 4 chance of being exactly what he needed to stop me from trading. Ah, no, finally! Jesus Christ! Okay. Let's go ahead and keep on swinging. What's really funny is the Healing Totem nerf actually hurts me. I'm not healing up against my opponent now. Okay, so that was a good Flame Strike. I still actually have card advantage because this is a totem, so he's got 5 cards to my 5, and he's got the play. Voldemort Stoker is really good. That's probably going to have to get polymorphed. Yeah, I just can't afford not to polymorph it at this stage. So if he plays something even scarier later, so be it. Hopefully it'll have taunt. I'm going to leave this thing around. It's totally irrelevant right now. And we're going to put down damage because I don't need to protect my creatures at the moment, or myself. Alright, so now we got a little bit of card advantage and life advantage, so that's good. Climbing our way back out of this. Shamans, of course, do have things that will get them back into the game. Does he have any taunt creatures in his deck? Alright, this is actually not that great. It doesn't kill any of my stuff. Hex. Ah, okay. So we can use that and then axe my frog. Spell power. Oh my god, I don't want to let him keep that around, so that's going to get killed. Flame Strike. Not that good right now. Let's go ahead and play this, and this. Alright, I'm in good shape. I'm in really good shape. If he plays a big taunter, I can kill it. If he plays lots of little stuff, I can kill it as well. The only thing that really scares me is like a big thing that doesn't have taunt. I don't have an answer to that currently. Although even then, Flame Strike plus hero ability plus one of these creatures, or like the the Garden Harvest Golem, could work it down. Alright, I'm guessing he's got spells behind this. You don't generally want to play this unless you have spells to play right away. Let's see what they are. Hex, alright. So he draws a card and hexes my thing. Hopefully that's the only spell he has. He could have a Rockbiter weapon or Lightning Bolt, in which case this would be a very, very well used creature. He's currently killed nothing but frogs with this axe. So does he have... Oh, he doesn't. Thank goodness. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to use Flame Strike because it's important for card advantage not to let him draw more cards. Even though that means not playing my Frostwolf Warlord, I think the importance of card advantage is such that I needed to stop him from getting any cards out of that Gadgetion Auctioneer. But he's drawn a couple more cards than I have, thanks to the Auctioneer, but it's unlikely he'll be able to kill too much. He might have Lightning Storm, which might kill this, might not, and this guy will survive. Is he fishing for spell power? He did not find it. Good. Unbound Elemental, alright, fair enough. Lightning Bolt. Ah, he has the Lightning Bolt. Okay. That's unfortunate. So my guy's going to be a little bit smaller. Still doesn't need any taunt creatures for me to kill. Oh, man. I guess I should have killed that 2/2 when I had the chance. Okay. Gonna heal up. Ah, that's a pretty good play. Do you want to play it now or next turn? I think actually next turn is better. Actually, if I play it now, I could kill the Healing Totem, which is irrelevant. So yeah, we're gonna... how good do you want to be? Let's actually spend more of my mana. Just gonna do this. Let's kill the Healing Totem. Actually, it's just so useless. Let's not. I'm just going to hit him for damage. Alright, he is dead next turn. No, he's not. 6, 8, 9. Okay, he's not dead. 10. I'm 1 off from killing him next turn unless I draw some kind of a buff. Okay, that is Hex number 3. Let it stand on the record. I guess I do have 3 Flame Strikes, so I shouldn't complain. But that is unfortunate. I've used my Polymorph, so I have no more single target answers because I never saw any fireballs in this draft. But I've got good stuff coming up. Just play a taunt creature. You know you want to. Play a Vent Creeper. Play a... there we go. Alright, well, that's actually not the greatest. I only can kill half of that card. But I think I need to stop waiting. It's about as good as I can get. I could, of course, play the Frostwolf Warlord while it's still big. He's going to save the Axe Charge. Interesting. He's actually got the advantage on me now. He's got more stuff, unless I draw, of course, my other Flame Strike. Ah, Frostbolts. Shoot, this guy got too big. Alright, Frostbolt is a 6/6. Could kill one of these. Frostbolt the other one. Yeah, let's do that.
None shall pass.
He is overloaded, although that's not likely to be relevant, unfortunately. Let's kill that thing. Let's keep attacking. Oh man, he had the Hex. for my Stormwind champion. Alright, low. Now this time he's probably not going to be able to kill my stuff. This is 4, 5, 6. I need another overload card to be able to finish this off. And then I can play this guy. He'll be pretty big. Even if 2 of my things stick around, he'll still be a 6/6. I'm okay with that. And I can keep working him down. Notice how important it is that the healing totem doesn't heal him. He would have had so many turns with the healing totem. Uh-oh. This is a case where that's actually really good. I cannot kill him. And that is actually really good. I have a taunter, dude. I cannot kill him, and this might actually get to swing. However, all it's really going to do is kill my Frostwolf, probably, because I'm too high of a life for him to finish me off. So at least there's that. Hopefully I can get a good card. Flame Strike would actually be really great here. Could let me finish this guy off. Bloodlust. Oh, jeez. Well, at least he didn't use it to kill me. He's just using it to kill my warden. Alrighty, I need my 3rd Flame Strike. I need my 3rd. Oh, he's gonna hit me like that. Oh, shit! This is bad. This is now officially bad. He's doing a lot of damage to me, and this is only a 5/5. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, let's play this. And this. And that. I'm killing him in 5 turns, but it's too slow. He has to kill my guy at least, which is something. So I'm holding on, but I don't have a fireball in here to finish him off, and I think I've used all my frostbolts. So this is bad. This is officially bad. Oh my god, this is such a sad way to lose the arena. I really feel like I had it here for most of the way. Just at the end here, didn't quite manage to pull it out. It's not over yet. I do have 1 in 10 chance of drawing my 3rd Flame Strike, which would pull me right back in it. But it's still dicey, because he's hitting me for 13, 14 damage if I just draw some random creature. Oh my god, that's the Flame Strike. Okie dokie. Alright, well, we're in an official flame top deck war. He has the advantage in that he has a weapon and is drawing first. I am the advantage in that I have 18 more life. Maybe I have a Frostbolt in here. I don't know. How many did I play? I think I have a Frostbolt in here still. And if he doesn't kill me fast enough, I could just hero ability him down in 4 turns. So I feel like I've got the advantage. He's hitting me. Alright, fair enough. And he's got a card, so it's apparently some kind of removal. Alright, this is a really, really good top deck. I can buff up my healing totem. Alright, and so now he's dead next turn. Yeah, I probably would have lost this game if it weren't for the healing totem nerf. I was once playing a game as Shaman and I actually lost a game. It was my 9th win, so instead I got 8 wins instead of 9. So it's not like the end of the world because of the healing totem. And there was... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not right. I totally got that confused with something else. I lost a game. After winning 8 games in the arena, I lost the 9th because I was a druid and Starfall was nerfed to no longer target heroes. I have not yet lost a game as Shaman because I haven't actually played a Shaman arena yet since the patch. But I have won a couple of games now against other Shamans and won only because the healing totem has been nerfed. So that's something to note for Shaman players. You've got to expect that you will actually lose. You will stone cold lose a decent number of your games simply because that healing totem no longer heals you. Like in that game, it would have given him like, I don't know, like 5 at least points of healing? I have to look over the game to see exactly how many, but there was a lot of turns where it was just sitting there. Granted, I ended up mind controlling one, so it would have given me some healing too, but for him the healing was more important, by far. Alright, we needed all 3 of our flame strikes there. Let's go ahead and see how we do against Enigma X. It's not a very druidy name, that's for sure. So Frost Nova, I don't want to play this early in the game. This is more of a late game card. I'll keep this around, hope I draw something to buff with it. And Frostbolt is good removal. I can now deal 4 damage to something in conjunction with the Wild Pyromancer. I don't actually want to play him, though, before Frostbolt, because then he goes down to 1 health and the Druid can actually finish him off with the hero power. So that's not going to be the best play, but I'll probably play him on turn 2 anyway, just to get some damage and then maybe trade up the creature.
My greetings.
Your greetings. Hello. Alright, he's using his coin. It's good. Might be able to kill whatever he plays. Innervate. Nice. They did something real big. Alright. What do we got here? Chillwind Yeti. Well, so this is an interesting situation. I could Frostbolt it. And then... Well, no, what I want to do is... Okay, I'm going to play this. So here's my thinking. He's going to snag into me, then I Frostbolt it. That's a 2 for 1. But he spent the coin and Innervate. So anytime you kill something that your opponent innervated with 2 cards, you're actually even as far as card advantage is concerned. Is he going to buff it? This could be like a really fast win. Ah, Wrath. Okay, fair enough. So that's smart. He's letting this guy stay alive. And I have to deal with this 4-5 on turn 1 nonsense. What I'm gonna do... Oh, I can't do it. Okay, what I'm gonna do this turn is just play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Basically, I'm gonna tempt him into attacking me so that I can Frostbolt and kill it. If that fails, next turn, I'm going to Frostbolt and play the Mana Addict. There we go. He's finally got tempted. Good, so my Frostbolt will finish him off. Unless he buffs it. Is he just gonna ride this Chillwind Yeti all the way to the end? Oh my fucking god. Okay. Well, I think what we have to do here is throw some more things under the train. Kill that guy. Pass turn. Man, that... God damn it, that stupid Innervate and Chillwind Yeti is causing me no end of headaches here. So he's probably gonna kill this, but then he's only at 4 health, so I can still finish him off. However, if I can just survive long enough to play this, I might be okay. Let's see what he's got. Alright, Money Berserker. It's a bit unfortunate. Actually, no, it's fine. That's okay. I'm gonna play my Giant next turn, and we'll call it a day. Boink. And I'm surviving until I reach Flame Strike stage. Where are my Flame Strikes? There they are. Thank you. Alright, so I'm just gonna play that. He can hit me for 6 damage. That's fine. I can kill this thing next turn, and then Flame Strike the turn after that to kill whatever else he might play. We should be okay. Should be okay. This should be fine. As long as it doesn't, you know, drop anything ridiculous. Ventrico Mercenary would actually be pretty good for him here. Now, next turn I can actually play the Dwarf. I'm going to make this a 4-7 and kill the Chillwind Yeti finally. This Giant's kind of hard for a Druid to kill, so he's probably going to leave it alone. The worst thing, honestly, he could play right now is a Taunter, for me, because then I couldn't kill the Yeti. Fuck my life. He's really getting me down. He's really getting me down here. Water Elemental, that's not really that good here. Okay, we're gonna do this. Nope. Other way around. We're gonna do this. Kill it. And no reason to use the Dwarf, so we're just gonna do the Water Elemental. It's gonna get me down to 12 health. Now, Druids did get nerfed. A couple of their spells now can't target players, so it's kind of difficult for a Druid to burn you out. But still, being at 12 health, or even 11 if he uses hero ability this turn, is kind of depressing. Now, thankfully, my opponent has to worry about Flame Strike. But hopefully he'll play one more thing that dies to Flame Strike, I will clear his board, and then we'll be back in business. With this to call follow on the following turn. God, these vegetable crushings are so therapeutic. The sound they make is so lovely. He's probably wondering, how much can I afford to play around Flame Strike? Does he have Flame Strike? I wonder. Enigma X, yes. Do I have Flame Strike or not? It is an Enigma X. What do we got here? 5 cards to a 6. Huge life advantage for him. Yeah, I'm definitely behind here. My board's a little bit better, which is nice. But still, a bit of a tough situation for me. Druids, you know, have a good late game. They have lots of big cards. And I haven't drawn my Boris yet. My I am invincible taunt killer. So I'll be in trouble if he does put down a big tree.
I must safeguard
Oh, he's what? That was an interesting play. That is not what I would have gone with myself. Huh, alrighty. Well, this only deals 2 damage. Let's hold off on the Flame Strike here. Let's just put another creature on the board. I think it is important to put another creature on. And we'll deal damage to him, because I have nothing else to play. He has so much life that he could use hero ability to finish this off, but I'm okay with that, because then my Dwarf can kill his Keeper. Seems totally fine. He might think, well, if he had Flame Strike, he would have played it. In that case, he might overextend a little bit here, and then I could actually Flame Strike here and blow him out. We'll just have to see. 20 cards to his 19, so about even on that front. He thought for a long time about that last move, and I don't think it was the right move. Unless his hand is, like, weirdly terrible and he has nothing to do, I just can't imagine why that was the best way to do things. Maybe he thought, like, well, my guys are dying to Flame Strike anyway, might as well kill him? I don't know. Hard to say. Enigma X. Those flowers grow back too fast. I want to kill them all. Wait. Do they all rustle? Oh, some of these just pop off right away. There's some rustling ones, and then there's some that pop off. But they all grow back. I can see if you ever go insane, you'd start like muttering under your breath, they all grow back! They're all growing back! No! What is he doing? Alright, here we go. He's shape-shifting. Wacky doodle doo. Another one of those guys. And swinging past me. Okay. That was really great. Oh, I don't have quite enough mana to play him and that. Do I want to flame strike those things? That's like all I do for the entire turn. Let's go big or go home. I'm going to play this. So he's huge. My opponent has to spend either a creature or mana in order to kill this off. And then next turn, I can play the Warden and the Gurubashi Berserker, or the Flame Strike, depending on how dire the situation has become. What does he have that can kill that? Starfire is only 5 damage. That's as big as Druids get. Oh my god, I forgot about Swipe. I always forget about Swipe. Oops, I forgot about Swipe. He just swipes this dies, I take a damage, then this guy finishes me off. And he still has 4 mana for his turn. Ah, man, it's weird. I've got this like weird brain lock. I think if I'd remembered Swipe, I wouldn't have made this play. I would have just Flame Struck and kept my 4-2 on the board. Yeah, I just have this weird brain lock against Druids. I forget to play around Swipe. It's just a thing I do. I always play around Starfall, which is odd because that's a rare card and Swipe is common. I always think about Wrath and Starfire, but never the humble Swipe. Is he gonna... Interesting. It's a very interesting decision. I'm assuming he has he's a good follow-up plan for that. Oh, he's just trying to race me down. It appears that one of two things is the case. Either he has Starfire, in which case he can kill me, and then me not playing Flame Strike will be the reason I lost the game. Or he doesn't have Starfire, in which case I don't know what he's doing. So let's go ahead and kill this thing. Don't really want to count on my Haunter. So basically, if he has Starfire, he's got the Starfire. I don't think I ever saw any healing in this deck at all. So if he has it, he wins. And it's a common card, so he's not super unlikely to have it. If he was just doing that as a desperation play to burn me out, then he might lose, because I'm going to kill him in a shockingly... Uh-oh. Well, if it's Starfire, he would have played it. Is it like a swipe? And he's wondering if he can, like, dare risk it? Why did you think so long? What an asshole. Okay, that was a good game by the Druid. I made it to, 7 wins? So I'm pretty happy about that. Get my entry fee back. That's all well and good. And I beat Trump the Rogue, which is pretty spectacular. Let's go ahead and see what we get as our reward. Oh man, I should have Flame Struck. If I had Flame Struck, my Stormwind Champion wouldn't have been on the board, but my 4-2 would have been, and he would have dealt 2 less damage, and then by the time I played my Warden, I would have had 2 life left, and so I might have been able to come back and win the game with my dominating presence. Ah, I should have played Flame Strike. Okay, anyway. This was actually, boy. At 8 wins, I usually get like 220 gold or so. I've gotten as much as 295. And here at 7 wins, we pull the classic 150 plus dust. So that's a little bit sad. But hey, whatever. The entry fee's back. It was a solid performance. Let's see what we get in our reward. One of these packs is from an earlier, crappier arena. Ooh, Lightning Bolt, good common. Very good common. Sometimes might be worth it. I don't know if Bite's that good. Okay, Shadow Step. Not the greatest pack, but it had some good commons. Ice Lance. Oh, well, this is the garbage pack of garbage. Okay. An important rare to have. And Pyroblast. Ooh, that's good. There's a Mage deck I've been wanting to make. It needs Blizzards and Pyroblasts, though, so that was actually great. I drew one of the cards that I needed. I can disenchant a few of my extra commons. I bet it's those Ice Lances that I'm just overflowing on. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and or subscribe. And if you'd like to stick around, I'll show you now a preview for what's going to be my next arena. Alright, we'll see ya next time.